Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam Rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to the Young Smirks podcast. Today we have a very special guest, Sheikh Dimashqiyyah.
Not very.
Oh, quite
Very
special.
special,
Sheikh.
but
Just a bit.
طيب
Just a bit.
اوكي.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
عليكم السلام.
إنك لا تهدي من أحببت ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء.
How are you doing, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Sheikh, it's been a long time.
Hey, wallah.
You know, I've missed you, Sheikh.
2 years, almost,
SubhanAllah.
or even 3 years.
We've been with each other in a few different countries now. Saudi, Turkey, England.
When people be classified, separated due to conceptions and beliefs, congregations on the Day of Judgment,
Yeah.
we ask Allah we meet there.
Inshallah.
There will be no separation between us.
Inshallah.
Barakallah feek.
And Sheikh, it's good to have you on the show.
No problem. I'm so pleased as well.
Basically, I want to ask you about yourself because you've been involved in dawah for many years. You've been active in Islamic work. Where are you from, and how did you get into Islam? Like into actually studying and teaching Islam. Give us a bit of background about where you're from and who you are.
Yeah, I started in almost religious environment, and I was put in a religious school, but it wasn't the thing that I'm convinced with, which caused me, after I got rid of it, or they got rid of me, to change my life, looking for, freedom or something. But also I had problems with this. I have problems there. So I think I returned back to the religious environment, but this time on the true concept and belief. Alhamdulillah, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. So, where did you start studying Islam?
I started in 1971.
Oh, wow.
That was in Al-Azhar in Lebanon. Then I moved to Aleppo. I studied, continued, but there was a problem there. As I told you, there are things that I wasn't convinced with. Then suddenly those people said to me, "Get back to your country." That was in Aleppo. Get back to your country, Lebanon, because now at that time it was 1973, and there was a war between Syria and Israel and Egypt. So they said, "We don't want to bear your responsibility. Get back, please, to your country." So I did. Then I wasn't really religious at that time for a couple of years, till I went to Paris, and I was living there for 1 year and a half. Then I returned to Lebanon, back. I wasn't successful. Then I repented at that time, starting praying. Then suddenly all ways of breakthrough were open for me, where before that everything was blocked, and I experienced it. I know that Allah is blocking things against me. But the moment I made my repentance, next day everything was opened.
SubhanAllah.
Hey, wallah. And my career was handwriting, good handwriting, signs for shops, etc. That was my career.
Like calligraphy.
Yeah, calligraphy.
Arabic.
Till now, I think I sent you.
Yeah, you sent me.
Yeah. So next day after my repentance, customers started to knock on my door. I want this, I want that, and I was saying, well, forget about that. That's not worthy, etc., etc. Then suddenly, a visa was sent to me from someone whom I knew many years before, and also all of a sudden, he sent me a visa.
So where?
To Saudi Arabia.
MashaAllah.
As what do you call it? Salesman, or on the counter. Yeah, in a hotel. Then after 1 year, almost 2 years, they said, "Case has been growing. We don't like it."
In Lebanon.
In Saudi.
Oh, in Saudi.
That was 1981. So either you shave it or you look for some other places. And I looked for other places, and it was Islamic library, and that was a chance for me to read and read and read thoroughly. And alhamdulillah, I started to understand things. And from that, also I got a masjid where I started to lead the prayer, and also my voice helped me. Yeah, and I was an imam there for almost 38, 39 years.
In Saudi?
In Saudi.
Subhanallah. Long time, Sheikh.
Yeah, the last 10 years started to move here between Saudi and Britain, making my dawah.
Dr. Bilal was telling me that you and him used to do dawah in Saudi.
Yeah. In 1992 or 1994, I can't really specify it now, when the Americans entered and the Haran base was given to them. So we had tens of thousands in this base. And there was a tent, and we are giving the work. Alhamdulillah. It was fantastic. People were thirsty for Islam. And that campaign, there was a campaign there. Millions of Bibles, but they were different Bibles. Yeah, the cover is the same, Desert Stone Bible they call it. But you see a Bible like this and a Bible like this. And I was asking them, why is this? Despite the New Testament are both there in the same books. But there are books without the Apocrypha, there are books with the Apocrypha, and there are books with extra Apocryphas. Yeah, 83 books inside. Others, 76. So, yeah, we've been asking about this. And they thought they had no doubt that they're going to make a campaign for their Christian dawah. And people will be, this is what was designed to them. People are going to be easily accepting Christianity. But they were shocked to find that the opposite happened. Now, when we were with them, every day you got almost in that tent something like 15 people becoming Muslims.
SubhanAllah.
And the officer there, he became a corresponder, manager. To manage what? Manage what? What do you expect? Managing the journey to from Dhahran base to Al-Hawiyah base in Al-Ta'if for those new converts to go and perform Umrah after they became Muslims. And he became, I'm Christian. He said, I'm Christian, and I became a manager to manage the flights and the movements of those who convert to Islam, and then they have to go to Mecca. And I remember this.
So you're saying there was actually that many of the army, the American army, were accepting Islam, that they had a dedicated...
Rapidly.
SubhanAllah.
Rapidly.
A dedicated man to look after them. And
Yes.
SubhanAllah.
You know, one chaplain who was responsible for 700 soldiers, that chaplain hid his Islam. And he said to us, I authorize you, those 700 I have under my authority, take care of them, advise them, but don't let me be involved. Call them for Islam. I can't do it apparently like this, but I'm telling you, give them da'wah for Islam.
SubhanAllah.
Something that was, you know, it was couples of months with me, but that was the most delightful stage of my whole life. So beautiful, and it showed that those people wanted Islam, period.
Yeah.
But something happened at that time. There's a man called Sheikh, I forgot his first name. He, in a way or another, he, what do you call it? He committed a crime. He put bombs in one building, among the buildings of this base. It caused the killing of 17 soldiers.
Wow.
After that, they put a barrier. We cannot approach them anymore. Before we used to be
more dawah to the...
sleeping with them, sleeping in the same buildings. We can see the soldiers living in different buildings, and we were with them. And that small tent was pictured. And a report about it was published in the United States. And they said, this small tent with a camel. And because that was the decoy.
Yeah.
We bring camels. Okay, they like this simplicity, Arabian simplicity, way of life, and we show
more
them
like a cultural type of
they call it. We call it cultural tent, by the way. People get in, and then they have that decoy. They enter, and they get out as Muslims, and they're so happy. And they said, "Now we know the truth." I remember there was a fanatic.
I can just imagine you and Dr. Bilal as a dawah team. SubhanAllah. I mean, that would be like the dream dawah team. You and Dr. Bilal, SubhanAllah.
Wallahi, there was a woman who came. She was 18 years old, and she came, and the Bible became as if it's a manuscript because of extreme using the Bible. And she came with a tackling question, and I was answering her, and she found herself pleased to stay in the tent. She doesn't want to leave it. Questions after questions. Then, she started to defend me when I have debates with other fanatic Christians. She was sitting on my side, and she was refuting them. She doesn't know why she's doing this.
SubhanAllah.
And they said to her, "Are you Christian?" She said, "Yes, but I have to tell the truth, no matter what." So I said to her, "Okay, I start to know you now. You brought to me a sign that there's a change in your heart. I'm not going to leave you." And I was with her for a couple of days. She kept asking questions. At the time being, while I'm discussing with her, some people declare their conversion to Islam. And she tears when she sees them. So I said to them, "Why are you?" She said, No, I'm okay, don't worry." And then she shook hands with them. She said, "Congratulations for accepting Islam." I said, "You should be saying the opposite to them. You're not Muslim." She said, No. I'm congratulating him for what he believed it to be the truth.
Yeah.
I said, "No." I didn't say it to her. But in my heart, I was saying, "No, you're convinced." But I know when people start to become positively dealing with this issue. I know it has signs.
Yeah. There's a change in the heart.
And you can read on faces.
Yeah.
I can read it on faces. So after that, she said, "Alhamdulillah, I am Muslim now."
SubhanAllah.
And before that, one day, I remember she said, "Guys, if I want to go out and have my own way to desire things, everything is ready outside for me. I can do it. But there's something in your tent that pushes me to stay in the tent. You are devoted people. You are devoted to faith. I can't leave you in the tent."
SubhanAllah.
Eventually, she became Muslim. Alhamdulillah. And like that, a lot of cases like this.
So Sheikh, after you spent your time doing dawah in Saudi, you started to then come to the UK, and you got quite well known really for your dawah, especially with the TV and the YouTube. This is kind of what made you quite well known in the Muslim community, especially for your debates with the Shia and other particular different sects of Christians. How did you start getting into the debates with the Shia? Because I know this was a big part of your dawah initially, especially on the TV channel.
Before, I used to be specialized with Christianity. A lot of also... No, that's another stage. Before, it was with the Americans in Saudi Arabia. Now it's on Yahoo Chat. Have you heard of Yahoo
Yes.
Chat?
Yeah.
That was the beginning.
Yeah.
And
And also...
Hear me. Hear me was before Yahoo Chat.
There's another one as well. What's the...
Paltalk.
Paltalk, yeah. Paltalk.
Paltalk came after.
Okay,
First, Hear Me. Second, Yahoo Chat.
yeah,
Third, Paltalk.
yeah. This is online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had heavy debates with them, Christians and even atheists. One of the atheists he was debating with me, he said, "You know what? I got a child. I'm going to call him Allah." I said, are you going to do that? He said, yes. I said, okay, I'm going to call Allah to let him die. Go ahead. I challenge you. Call him Allah. He didn't dare to do it. He said, well, I'm enlightening you. I said, you're enlightening me to make me believe that there's no creator for the creation. Is that light? Is that light? Is that guidance? Are you calling me for the guidance of believing that there's no creator for the creation? These are reasonable ways, simple, but very strong, very hitting points. Also, I'll give you an example with Christians. One big priest, he said to me, Abdul, I want to pray to God for you. I said, who among the three you're going to call for me? If it's the one who used to be praying to God, no. If it's the one whom Jesus was praying to, go ahead. But not to the one who used to be praying to God. These are good ways that Muslims should be really equipped with this way. I didn't find it much with people. A strategic way of dealing with those people. It's very effective and very beneficial. Yeah, then someone suddenly, he called himself in Yahoo chat, Bin Laden. And he said to me, I need to talk to you privately. I said, you call yourself Bin Laden, you want me to talk with you? You're going to put me in trouble? You know that was in 2001.
Yeah.
And you know what is 2001.
Yeah.
So I said, you call yourself Bin Laden, you want me? No, sorry. He said, no, I'm not Bin Laden. I'm someone else. That was a Yemeni brother called Abu Ahmed. And he opened a room and he wanted me to debate with the Shia because they have big problems with them. And at that time, there was a big debate with the Shia. So I went and I was troubled to deal deeply with the Shia. And this is how I started to change my way of da'wah. I was taken away from my da'wah to the Christians, which I was happy with. Everything has negative side and positive side. Okay. That leads us to this question. What is better? To maintain your net profit or your capital fund? To defend Islam from inside, it's your capital fund. Okay. To gain people from outside to become Muslims, this is profit. Profit. Yeah, so less than people think another way. Profithood. Yeah. So I have to make my balance between the two. Which is more important? I found at that time that it's very important when those people were extremely active, enthusiastic to make their da'wah, and they're going rapidly, heavily, with all of, how much they pay for this, for their, So I decided to take it that way with the Shia. And they took my time from calling Christians to Islam.
Yeah.
But it was, alhamdulillah, it was good. I have big encyclopedia about all the doubts they give. While I was debating, I was making a big data.
Yeah.
And my PhD was on that as well. So I made it as my research of PhD. And now it's well known on the internet. It's called Ahadith يحتج بها الشيعة. Narrations that Shia used as a weapon, doubtful weapons against us. So I refuted them. Now it's something like 3,000 pages.
Wow.
And it's becoming 5,000. Before it used to be 1,500. Now it's something like 5,000. There is nothing of their doubts that they have, but I refute it, alhamdulillah.
SubhanAllah, so Shia became a big focus on for your dawah. And you started to also produce TV shows as well for the Shia as well. They became very popular as well.
in Wisal.
Yeah.
Well, there's a man called Kamal Haidari, and the way he speaks, this is the way of scholars. The way. Allah gave him a charisma, a great charisma. But he has a problem. He cannot have a dialogue with anyone. No way. So he brought issues, doubts, And the Iranians were so happy with him.
Mm.
And to the extent that on their buses they write, who can debate with this man?
SubhanAllah.
Yeah. 10 million riyal, Saudi riyal, for the one who can rebuttal him. And I rebutted him in 110 episodes on TV.
Mm.
And he never refuted any.
SubhanAllah. So
And
is
I've
that-
been calling him.
So is that how you became a millionaire, Sheikh?
Oh, wait, I'm on the way. I'm coming to it. I refuted him, and there was no reply from him at all. So I was saying to him and to his TV, may Allah punish you. You made me lose my 10 million riyals because you promised me. But I'm going to take it at the Day of Judgment from you. Because, it's a joke. Yeah, but he did not dare to give any answer. And look, subhanallah, this man, now he's still Shia. But all of the doubts that they had against us, he's making it against them now.
SubhanAllah.
For example, he's saying that, yes, I agree that our sources of books of hadith, etc., the source of that is from the Magians, from the Jews, from the Christians. Those are our sources. And he started to tackle Shiism. And now they shut his program on TV. They don't want him anymore.
SubhanAllah.
They don't know how this happened. They were so proud of him. Now they are extremely embarrassed with him because Allah is using him to bring the doubts we use against the Shia.
Yeah.
Now he's using it against them. How this happened, until now they don't know how.
SubhanAllah.
So we closed this file. I did not get my 10 million. Please tell people that I'm not a millionaire. And I did not get any. But alhamdulillah, my reward is due
Inshallah.
with
May
Allah the Almighty.
May Allah reward you for all that hard work. I've spent a lot of time with you, Sheikh, and you've been a big influence on my life. I don't know if you know that personally, but you've been a big influence on my life since I've met you, and a big inspiration. Actually staying with you, in your house and things like that. And subhanAllah, it's really, been a beneficial few years being in contact with you. And Sheikh, there's a few questions we want to speak about today, because you said that there's some points that have been cropping up, some questions that you have been asked. I actually received this question a few days ago regarding
I got the question.
Yeah, is regarding the parents of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and what is their position,
Yeah.
and were they Muslim, etc.
Sometimes the devil traps you, to move you from good to evil. Yeah, he let you follow the good in order to let you consequently fall into evil. He doesn't do that with those who do not deal with the devil as an enemy.
Yeah.
But he has special, there's special care in the hospital, right? The devil has special care also, intensive care, for those who take him as an enemy, to delude them through principles of goodness. Now, this case is one of them. Where are the fathers of the Prophet ﷺ? Are they in hell or they are in paradise? Now, there's a hadith in Sahih Muslim, two hadith in Sahih Muslim. First, a man came to the Prophet and said to him, where's my father? The Prophet said, he's in hell. Now, sometimes people ask sometimes non-beneficial questions to the Prophet, which sometimes make him angry. And at that moment he was angry. He said, ask me anything. Because you should be asking beneficial questions that will be benefiting others. And there's an ayah in the Quran, O you who have believed, do not ask about things when it was given to you apparently, it becomes bad to you. Like one person said, who's my father? He said, your father is Hadatha. He went to his mother and said, my mom? My father is Hadatha? She said, oh my God, Who told you? He said, the Prophet told me. That was in Jahiliyyah. Something happened. And the son didn't know that his real father was Hudhafa.
SubhanAllah. Be careful what you ask.
Yeah. And another one said, where's my father who died? The Prophet said, your father is in hell. Now, the man went. The Prophet said, ﷺ, bring him back. Then he said to him, my father and your father are in hell. That's in Sahih Muslim. There's another narration where the Prophet ﷺ was seen crying when he reached to a certain spot as he was taking his journey. And the companions were extremely concerned about the Prophet. He's crying too much. He was at the spot of his mother's grave. And he said, I sought the permission from my God to ask forgiveness for my mother, but he did not allow me. Then I asked him to allow me to visit her grave, and he allowed me. So visit the grave. Now there are two statements in Sahih Muslim. First, it reminds you the hereafter. In another narration, it reminds you death. Now the question, why visiting the graves are not allowed? Because he said, before I used to prohibit visiting the graves on you. Now you visit the graves, for they remind the hereafter. So he's showing why we visit the graves. But why visiting graves was not allowed? Because it used to be consisting many false conceptions, pagan conceptions, like speaking to the dead, asking help from the dead, etc. And the whole paganism and shirk was based on that, if you read the Quran.
So in the early part of Islam, it was forbidden to visit a grave.
Yes.
And then because of all these...
It was abrogated after the conceptions of the Muslims were corrected, and they know that it's forbidden to seek, to communicate with the dead and ask help from him, etc., etc. Now, so the Prophet was not allowed to seek forgiveness for his mother. Why? There's an ayah in the Quran, Surah Al-Tawbah, مَا كَانَ لِلنَّبِيِّ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. It was never been allowed and fit for the messenger, for the Prophet and his companions, that they seek forgiveness, and يَسْتَغْفِرُوا لِلْمُشْرِكِينَ, that they seek forgiveness for the mushrikeen, وَلَوْ كَانُوا أُولِي قُرْبَةٍ, even if they are relatives, close relatives, after it had been apparently shown to them that they are the people of hell. So this is one of the reasons the Prophet said that he did not allow me to seek forgiveness. Now, so these are two evidences. People are not happy with this, and they say, this is impoliteness to the Prophet ﷺ to say that his parents are in hell. And so we have to show adab with the Prophet ﷺ by saying that his parents are in paradise. But this is a lack of adab, because now you are in two positions. Either you say, we believe what the Prophet said, or you say, no, I don't believe. But this is the trap of the devil. He covered it with what? Because we love the Prophet, because the Prophet is a great human being. And it cannot be that he was born through a non-Muslim father, a non-Muslim mother.
So this is like a doubt that Shaitan has brought throughout the time.
Yeah. Like, for example, if you're praying, the devil said, oh, you did not give charity a long time ago. You should be looking for people, give charity. He reminds you about the charity and the prayer, to see the prayer from you. These are devil trap. So now here is the same. Even like those who say, oh, we cannot believe that Allah has a hand, because that means he has a body, etc. And we want to elevate Allah far above from any kind of imperfection, and to say that he has hand, that means he's imperfect, etc., etc. So, okay, the end of that is what? So we don't believe what Allah said. This is the trap. The whole companions, they believed that the father and the mother of the Prophet ﷺ were as he said. Because the ijma' should be going on the side of what the Prophet said, not against him. And he said it himself. We say what the Prophet said. So this is takdeeb, yani making lie, charging the Prophet with lie. Covered by what? By tanzih, loving the Prophet.
Yeah.
alayhi salatu wasalam.
Yeah. Subhanallah.
Yeah. So therefore, for example, the hadith that my father and your father are in hell, and Nawawi in his explanation to Sahih Muslim, he said there is a benefit in this hadith that if a person died as a kafir, he will not be benefited by the relationship of others, no matter who. That's what Nawawi said. And they had to also play with the meaning of the Quran.
Yeah.
Because we say to them, all right, what about the father of Abraham? He was kafir, he was pagan. They say, no, that was his uncle. What? Uncle? They said, yes. Because you can call your uncle father. So I say, as a matter of respect. He says, yes. Okay, so when Allah said, وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ آزَرَ, so Allah was giving respect to that pagan Azar, calling him father of Ibrahim. Why Allah has to show that respect to a pagan?
Yeah.
That's
So is it Ibrahim's father?
that is yes.
Because this is very common. You hear people say that it doesn't mean father, it means uncle. And they even say that there's hadith to say that. I mean, what would you say about this?
Let's begin with a Shafi'i.
Because I've heard that you hear it's common for people to say that there's a hadith regarding that no prophet would be born.
Will we?
There would be no prophet born from pagan parents. That's something you hear quite a lot.
Okay. Can a son be a pagan from a prophet?
Yes.
What is the evidence?
No. Prophet no. Yeah.
So, well, if that is possible, it's possible for the other way also, around.
Yes.
That the father of the prophet, because we're talking about descendants.
Yes.
So I can't say that the lower descendants is allowed to have kafir, but the upper one is not allowed. That's not logic, number one. Number two, yes, we say it's possible, there's a possibility that we call the uncle father. Wait. But there's an ayah in the Quran says, وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ وَقَوْمِهِ. Ibrahim said to his father and to his people. So where his uncle fits now? Where do we put the uncle? If the Quran say that Ibrahim said to his father and to his people, can we put the real father into his people and bring out his uncle to let it be the father? No, can't be. So we say this is a possibility.
Yeah.
Then that possibility cannot overcome the clear-cut words of the Prophet that my father is in hell.
Yeah. With the Prophet sallallahu alaihi
It can't be. Okay? And besides, the Prophet never called his uncle my father, Abu Talib. If there's someone who deserves respect, it should be Abu Talib. Because Azar was saying to his son, I'm going to stone you if you don't stop. But Abu Talib was defending his nephew, ﷺ, to the utmost. So if there's someone, a pagan person that deserves respect, who deserves it more, Azar or the uncle of the Prophet?
Abu Talib, yeah.
Abu Talib.
I mean, even some people have even said that Abu Talib, you hear this is a common misconception. People say Abu Talib also took Shahada before he died, or he will go to the paradise.
They said the same thing about the parents of the Prophet ﷺ. There are fabricated hadith that Allah granted them life, and they gave Shahada, and then they died. So I say to them, that's illogic, that's unjust. You are accusing Allah of being unjust to all the people who will be saying at the same time, shouldn't, oh God, give life to our parents just like the way you did to the parents of the Prophet, and give them life and let them repent, give them chance as you gave to the parents of the Prophet. See, every evil, there's something to return, attacking it.
Yeah.
How do you say that in English? In another way? Yani, there is bad consequence for this, evil consequence.
Yeah.
That you want to prove that the Prophet's parents are Muslims, but you are, in a matter of fact, accusing Allah of being unjust.
So yeah, this is important, Sheikh.
Yeah. Look, the Prophet's speech is perfect. Now, didn't the Prophet say that my father and your father is in hell? If we say that his father is not, then the father of that questioner is not in hell as well.
Yeah.
As the Prophet said, my and your. So if you want to take,
Because it's a specific. Yeah.
attached.
Yeah.
They're attached with
Similarity.
letter waw. Waw al-atifa. It combines the two in one case.
Yeah.
My and your.
Like for like. Yeah.
Okay? Like for like. So that means if we say no, the Prophet's father is not,
Yeah.
then consequently we have to say the father of the questioner is not.
I mean, the important point we're making is sometimes shaitan deceives people with what appears to be good, because and this is one of the traps of shaitan. Ibn al-Qayyim with this when he mentions the 6 traps of shaitan, where he doesn't just start with shirk, or he doesn't just start with the small things. He starts with shirk, and if he can't get you with shirk, it's innovations, and then major sins, minor sins, useless deeds, lesser deeds. Shaitan is very clever, and ultimately he's trying
He's
to
stupid.
deceive you. Yeah.
But he has good experience.
Yeah.
You know why I say he's stupid? Because he doesn't have updated ideas.
It's the same.
They're similar and they lead to failure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I have
The same tricks.
Yes.
Over and over. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. There's an important point here. Al-Shafi'i, in his book Al-Umm, he has a book called Al-Umm. It's about 7 volumes. In volume 5, page 161, he said, as the son of Nuh was kafir and he's his son, likewise is the matter of Ibrahim's father. He is his father and he's kafir. So it's obvious that he's talking about the real father. Okay? And Tafsir al-Bahr al-Muhit for Abu Hayyan al-Nahwi, this man is Ash'ari as well, he's Mufassir. He said, this is a Shia idea that was hacked, or hacking. It hacked the Sunni people, the Sunni environment, and they have a fabricated narration that Allah revived the parents of the father, and then they gave shahada, and then they died.
And of course
they let it be by Aisha.
Yeah.
You know why? To distance any doubt that this is a Shiite a trap.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's a Shia narration, but they said an Aisha, narrated by Aisha.
And that was another thing, because they have exaggerated the house of the Prophet, the Ahlul Bayt, they've exaggerated the status. Of course, as Muslims, we do love the Ahlul Bayt, we do, we revere them, but we don't exaggerate their position. And of course,
they have problem, not only exaggeration. They have insulting and exaggerating, because their attitude to the family of the Prophet ﷺ, a part of them they insult, and other part they worship. They don't have only exaggeration, as many people think. No. For example, who are Ahlul Bayt? The Prophet, whenever he enters the house of Aisha, he used to say, Assalamu alaikum Ahl al-Bayt wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Then Aisha says, Wa alaikum as-salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kayfa wajadtum ahlakum? That's in Sahih Bukhari. Then he goes to his other wives, saying to each one of them, Assalamu alaikum Ahl al-Bayt. Exactly. Ahl al-Bayt. So who are Ahl al-Bayt now? Isn't Aisha of Ahl al-Bayt? Isn't the other wives of the Prophet are Ahl al-Bayt? Yes. So And by the Quran, the word Ahlul Bayt was mentioned 3 times in the Quran. Not 4, 3. Number 1. The angels said to the wife of Ibrahim, قالوا أتعجبين من أمر الله. Are you astonished, amazed from the command of Allah? Because she hit her cheek and he says, after my old age, I have a child? Because they gave her good news. You're going to have a child. So they said, are you amazed from the issue, the matter of Allah, the command of Allah? May the mercy and the blessings of Allah be upon you, Ahlul Bayt. So they are directing the wife of Ibrahim with this, Ahlul Bayt. Second, the wife, the mother of Musa alayhi salam, she said to his sister, Qussi. And that's why, that will lead us to another topic. Sorry if I do that. We don't believe in something called metaphorism. No. Literally now, if you want to translate Qussi, what's the meaning of Qassa in English, in Arabic? You know the meaning of Qassa, yaqussu. Qassa.
Oh, to cut.
To cut. Okay, so what's the meaning of Qussi? Cut him? No. Trace him.
To what, sorry?
Trace him. Trace Musa. Because he was taken from the river to the house of Pharaoh, and the mother had extreme concerns about him. So she said to his sister, to her daughter, Qussi, trace him, see what's happening to him. So they had big concerns about Musa. He's refusing to take breastfeeding from anyone. At that very critical moment, his sister interfered, saying to them, shall I guide to someone, to Ahlul Bayt, who will be taking good care of him for you? Because Allah ordered the wife of Pharaoh to love him. And she said to Pharaoh, please, you've been killing a lot of children. Why don't we keep this one for us? It seems also they have a problem. Pharaoh maybe was impotent. Because she said to him, according to Surah Al-Qasas, we need him, he may be beneficial for us. Why? Why he may be beneficial to you? You have everything. You have the whole Egypt. And I like what Ibn Qayyim said, that Allah sent Musa. And look at the consequence, the ending. Eventually, Musa was saved in the river. Pharaoh, the one who picked him from the river, he was the cause for him to be drowned in the river. And Allah does what He will. Allah does what He will. So what is important here is that she said to his sister, Qussi. So we have to look for the context. Not to say this is unliteral, that one is literal. It will be pick and choose. What would be more lowing? I'm talking about the law. What will be fitting the law is that you look at the context. It will give you the judgment whether you take it literally or not. That's another issue. Okay. So the second one is she's the sister of Musa said to the family of Pharaoh, to the people of Pharaoh, shall I guide you to a Ahlul Bayt who will be taking good care of him for you? They said yes.
So this also shows that they knew.
So Allah said, then we returned him to his mother.
So this shows as well that the family of the Pharaoh, they knew that was his mother as well.
I don't know. No.
They didn't know.
No, I don't think so. That's not the point.
Yeah. No.
Because she said clearly like this. Shall I guide you to a family that will be taking good care of? Okay.
Ahlul Bayt.
Ahlul Bayt. That's the second one. The third one is when Allah was speaking to the wives of the Prophet in Surah Al-Ahzab. Okay? إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنْكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ. Now, the Shia say, okay, you say that the wife is of Ahlul Bayt. I say yes. They say, what if he divorced her? Now they want to bring an issue now, a doubt, that since she can be divorced. That means she's not necessarily from Ahlul Bayt.
Mm.
So I say, what if he did not divorce her? What if he did not?
Mm.
And I keep insisting, what if he did not? Huh? Is she still considered a part of Ahlul Bayt or not?
Mm.
That's a beautiful, this is a good way to return their doubt against them. Okay. There's a good point here about, it's in Sahih Muslim, where it's been narrated that the companions said, we used to be considering Abdullah bin Mas'ud as one of Ahlul Bayt of Rasulullah because of his extreme entrance to the house of the Prophet ﷺ. Even the one who is not considered, he's not relative to the Prophet ﷺ, he may be considered a part of Ahlul Bayt because of extreme.
He's very close to the family.
Yes. And there's a narration also in Sahih Muslim that the cat is a part of Ahlul Bayt because it keeps hanging around. So I said to them, subhanAllah, if the cat can be considered a part of Ahlul Bayt, how much more the wives of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now we have the three things in Quran, plus a lot of evidences, but this should be in Sahih Muslim, a period, a cut clear point that the Prophet was using the word Ahlul Bayt to his wives. If they say, but not Aisha, why? Is there anything wrong with her? If there's anything wrong with her, why the Prophet didn't divorce her?
Yeah.
Especially they say that the Prophet knows all the unseen until the day of judgment. He knows all things. So when he met, we say to them, when he married her, did he know about her that she doesn't deserve to be his wife? Now that will put them in a big critical point. They can't answer it.
So this is basically the point we're getting at, is that Shaitan uses these things where he tricks people into exaggerating and believing the wrong thing, and the way he does it, it makes you think that your intentions are good, and you're trying to honor the Prophet in some way, when in fact you're actually lying about the Prophet. That's basically what happens.
Those people are shayateen, devils. The hierarchy. As for the laymen, they'll be always in trouble because they don't seek knowledge. So the concern is always about those people. We have to address those people, approach them. But those people, yes, they know the truth, and it's a political. You have to exaggerate. They have to exaggerate in loving the family of the Prophet. We love them. They make shrines for them. Don't forget to pay money for them. Or Ahlul Bayt. You have to pay the fifth for Ahlul Bayt, which is much ever more than the charity zakah. Zakah is 2.5. This is 25, and without the dot.
It's interesting because even the Christians are the similar. They pay about
making money.
25%.
All of those false religions.
It's all the same tricks.
Look at the Jews. Look at the Jews. Look rightward, leftward, forward, backward. Anything that your eye reaches, it's yours. And you're my special people. And now, any Jew, he said, this land is promised by God to us. It's for us. So it's a lively political game through a concept of religion and faith, etc.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. That's all we have time for today. I'm sure we can come back and do another podcast. I want to question you about some detailed questions, so inshallah, maybe we can come back in the future and deal with that, inshallah. So I'd like to thank you, and I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you for having me.
Jazakallah khair.
May Allah reward you.
Ameen.
And inshallah, next time you'll be my guest
Inshallah.
in our place.
Sheikh, any final reminder for the viewers? A small reminder or advice that you can give to our viewers?
There's a beautiful hadith. Today I mentioned it. Renew your bay'ah to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Renew. Because your bay'ah. Don't say that I was not witnessing the lifetime of the Prophet, so they were giving him bay'ah while I'm not. No, you are. Since you say I'm Muslim and I believe in this Prophet, this is a covenant you give. and it contains responsibility. Now let me mention to you this. I'll end with that. Jabir ibn Abdullah radiallahu anhu. He said, the Prophet ﷺ kept for 10 years proposing his da'wah to people, taking advantage of the seasons of Hajj, because there used to be Hajj even before the coming of the Prophet. The Prophet renewed the da'wah of the previous prophets before. There was Hajj. Do you know that Quraysh used to be fasting the day of Ashura, and the Prophet, before he became Prophet, he was fasting the day of Ashura with them, and that's in Sahih Muslim. Not many people know that. And they used to be boasting that, why Muhammad, why are you going against us? Why are you criticizing us? Who else that keeps honoring the pilgrims and give them food and drink and accommodate them other than us? And that's why Allah said, أَجَعَلْتُمْ سِقَايَةَ الْحَاجِ وَعِمَارَةَ الْمَسْجِدِ كَمَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Are you making the feeding, drink and food for the pilgrims is as those, similarly to those who believe in Allah and the day and the day of judgment and struggling for the sake of Allah? Are those comparable? So Allah is refuting Quraysh because they were boasting, saying, we are granting the pilgrims water and drink, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So, So the Prophet kept taking advantage of those seasons, exploring his da'wah. Who can accommodate me, support me, help me in conveying the message of my Lord to the world? Who can do that? That was his concern, taking advantage. And he was one all alone. No one believed in him except Abu Bakr. And Abu Bakr freed Bilal. Since we are now, the situation about racism, we are boasting the following. Omar said, we used to be saying, our master freed our master. Who is our master? Abu Bakr. Freed our master, our Lord and master. Who was that? Bilal. Omar is calling, and Omar belongs to a very high, noble tribe in Quraysh, in Mecca. He's saying, our master freed our master. Well, that was 1400 years ago. Look at what's happening now in the West, especially in the United States. That had been solved in Islam. Bilal, the Mu'adhin of Rasulullah, who had been persecuted because of his Tawheed, monotheism, he was freed and he became the symbolic black person who that symbol is our master and Lord. Not only this, but the Prophet ﷺ said to him, Bilal, what is the significant thing with you that you do? I heard your steppings in Jannah. Black man, his steppings in Jannah. He said, nothing more than this, O Prophet. Whenever I lose my wudu, I take another. And when I take another wudu, I perform 2 rak'ah. That's all. So 10 years, والسلام, struggling, no answer. And people who used to be traveling from Yemen, Hadramaut to Mecca, before they bid the person farewell, they say, be careful about this man in Mecca we heard about. They used to be making propaganda against the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And when they come from Yemen and they see him, that's the guy, be careful, he may delude you. 10 years. Until 1 or 2 persons came from Medina to Mecca and they saw the Prophet ﷺ and they became Muslims. They went to Medina. They started to talk about that. 2 of 2, they come to Mecca. They believe in the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet teach them the Quran. And they return. He said after a period of time, every house in Medina Islam entered in every house in Medina. Every house in Medina. Then they decided to have a meeting saying, until when we keep the Prophet Muhammad in Mecca being persecuted and having no security. He has fears about himself. Then they decided to nominate 70 among them to go to Mecca. And they met with the Prophet ﷺ. And the Prophet ﷺ, they said, we want to give you bay'ah. You know, what's the meaning of bay'ah in English? Pledge?
Pledge of allegiance, yeah.
Huh?
Pledge of allegiance, if you
Of
like.
allegiance, yes.
Maybe.
They said, we give you bay'ah. He said, you give me bay'ah with the condition that you protect me from what you protect yourselves, your children, your woman, your property. Number one. Number two, that you obey, you hear and obey. In your activity, in your inactivity, in your richness, in your poverty, you keep giving me the bay'ah for that. Number three, you enjoin what is good and forbid what is bad. Then they stood up and said, we give you bay'ah on that. And he said to them, and Jannah is yours. What is the price of that? Jannah is yours. As they started to give bay'ah to him, the youngest one among them, his name is Asad ibn Zurara. He said, wait a minute. Oh people, stop it. We know that he is a messenger. We did not put the supplements over our camels, taking all the burden of travel, but we know that he's the messenger of Allah. But that's not the point. The point is that if you are giving him bay'ah now to support him, you should know the consequence. All the Arabian tribes will be against you. You'll be provoking them in supporting him. They'll all be getting united against you to annihilate you and the whole Medina. You know what you're doing? You know what this bay'ah means? That the swords will be biting you, cutting you. You should know that. This is the most significant leaders among you in Medina. They will be dead. This is what the bay'ah means. Now they did not say, oh really? Let's think about it. They said, back off, Asad. Back off. Wallahi, we're not going to give up this bay'ah. We're not going to resign, nor will let anyone take it away from us. That's a deal with Allah. And the price is paid us, we want that deal. And they made the deal. And they supported him. And Allah granted them victory. And Islam was spread east and west in all countries. To the extent that after couples of years of the Prophet, who collected the Sahih Bukhari? Arab from Medina? No, from Bukhara. Who collected Sahih Muslim? Muslim from Naisabur, from Iran now. Those writers of Arabic encyclopedia, Arabic language, they're all non-Arabs. A big change within the 20 simple years of the Prophet ﷺ made a big change in the whole world, and the trustworthiness and the honesty and the truthfulness and the sincerity and the bravery of those whom we really call them as men. In my last video, that was titled as Heroes Whom History Won't Repeat. Those are the men. Allah promised, but He linked it with condition. They applied the condition, and they achieved Allah's promise.
Sheikh, let's just recap them points you mentioned. The points of the allegiance. Can we just recap them, just so the viewers can?
Yes. Hear and obey. In all of your circumstances and attitudes, whether you are able, you're not able, whether you're poor, you're rich, give efforts. Support me from what you support yourselves, and that's what we should be doing nowadays. Defending the Prophet's the Prophet's way, the Prophet's Sunnah, Allah's religion. Okay, we support it even if it cost us our souls, our children, our property, everything. Okay, you enjoin the good, and you forbid the evil. And I forgot. It's good you asked me the question. And that you speak the truth, fearing no one, because of that word of truth, fearing no blamer to blame you.
SubhanAllah.
Feeling no one to blame you. Speak the word of truth. And he said, Jannah is yours. But simple word, and Jannah is yours.
SubhanAllah.
So do we do that nowadays? I think we need to give bay'ah to the Prophet nowadays. And to renew our bay'ah to him, saying, we're going to not to let spare any effort, but to give it for this da'wah. The problem is that we're not doing the job. We are mixed with the other environments. We are being affected now. Before we used to be effective. Every army in the history, they become Muslims after they invade the Muslim countries. Among them is the Tatarians, many. But now there's a lack of this. It's because the Muslims are not really doing the job, and they're not really thinking about that they are supposed to be making that bay'ah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Supporting. So this is my advice. And that we fear Allah the utmost. This is the utmost thing. In one chapter there is 3 promises for those who fear Allah and the unseen. First, وَمَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا. Whoever, in the Surah Talaq chapter, whoever fear Allah, Allah will make out a way out for him, a breakthrough from his troubles.
SubhanAllah.
Another ayah, right after it, the next ayah, whoever fear Allah, مَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِ يُسْرًا. He will let his affairs be easy. Make his affairs easy.
SubhanAllah.
The next ayah, وَمَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يُكَفِّرْ عَنْهُ سَيِّئَاتِهِ. And whoever fear Allah, Allah will expiate for him his sins. وَيُعْظِمْ لَهُ أَجْرًا. And will magnify, glorify, multiply the reward to him to become great.
SubhanAllah.
So 3 promises for those who fear Allah. So I just leave that as the last advice.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. It's a pleasure to see you after all this time.
It's a pleasure to me as well.
And I hope to be spending more time with you in the future,
Inshallah.
inshallah. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.